Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Strigmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are midway through the tournament. I'm not paying that much for that. We are going to be upgrading Mordecai. Yes, I have been preparing some ingredients for Mordecai. I had a spare Spy Master. Main thing here is to instantly take Mordecai out of the bin. Start ascending him. Getting him on the way up. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for his ascension. We're going to be preparing more food for him. Because why not? Trying to get that spider team evolving. We're going to try to get his stuff up to par. I'm going to mop up our inventory of uncommons. Mop that up. Because, yeah. We're going to open up a 10 pull. Nothing really useful. Yep, nothing useful. We are going to be continuing our journey of Mordecai. Last time we helped out Mordecai. I'm also going to be developing his food. This will be the second food for him. Yeah, we're going to be focusing on trying to shove as much as I can into Mordecai. Because I want him for higher spider. And, yeah, I didn't really want to show too much of him in the lower ranks. I want to show him at least at rank 5, showing that I'm putting some investment into the sucker. Continuing on into the night. Because, first, I'm going to check to see real quick, is it working? The stream. Gotta briefly, okay, it is. Sorry about that. Just gotta, I had to check. Because multiple times I've done this stuff and my stream has failed. So, yeah. Which, as you might imagine, is not exactly pleasant. I mean, we can go back to the beginning of the stage, but I just, again, my big problem is trying to check whether or not stuff is functioning. That's the problem. I will be doing an Elder Scrolls Online stream at some point, but it's going to be after the tournament, not before, because the tournament and Elden Ring are the big priorities right now. Because now the reason I'm doing this is I'm looking for Valerie copies to try to buff up my current Valerie. Mordecai is on the way up. He's on the way up. I'm going to be forging a bunch of new gear for him. I'm going to be showing my progress with Minotaur over 3 different Minotaurs. This is not the full extent of my work. I have been farming Brimstone Pass off screen intensely, and that has been giving us some benefits. The main thing I'm also doing here is farming his first rank 5 food, because we are 6-starring Mordecai if we can. I don't think we'll be able to do it tonight, but later on we will be able to do such a thing. It takes a lot of tedious farming in order to get this done. It takes a lot of tedious farming to get a champion. Like, I have to fight so many enemies at like a continuous rate. I usually use auto, not manual. I use manual for videos. Like, basically, I run them through Brimstone Pass on auto repeatedly while doing other stuff, because just because of the sheer amount of times I have to run them through high XP levels in order to get them where I need them is mind-numbingly high. It's mind-numbing. Because, like, the mathematical equation to actually level up a champion, to build out an important champion like Mordecai, that mathematical equation is very diabolical. Because even at like a high XP place, you still have to grind it a lot. And then, of course, you have to factor in the fact that I have multiple accounts that I have to attend to. The problem goes up from there. But yeah. So I'm sending him through the ringer. Mordecai isn't going to be the only one that's climbing. We'll have other ones that are climbing as well. It's a lot of work. Needless to say, it's a lot of work. If you know what this game is like, it's a lot of work doing tournaments. Because I have to do most of my raid resource expenditure on this day of tournament, which often comes sooner than you might expect. So yeah, I have to do a lot of farming and campaign, a lot of it. Especially for someone like Mordecai, who is going to be highly valued. in this regard. Yeah. He's going to be highly valued for a lot of purposes. Most notably Spider. There's a lot of lizardmen must fall. And a bunch of other creatures as he learns the ropes in campaign. Before I take him to his destined location, which is Spider. Now, before you think we're not forging gear, we are. We are most definitely forging gear. And we're going to try to book him out. To try to give him extra strength. Because I think he's going to be one of the first ones that really benefits from books on this account. One of the first major epics. Because we're not going to have Drex Thar for a long time in this account. So Mordecai is a really big deal for this account, honestly. I am going to be doing some tag arena as well. Additionally. I don't really have a lot of shards, but I do have one that I can hatch. We can check what's in it. If any account needs something like that, it's this one. If any account needs it, it's this one, most definitely. But yeah, I wasn't going to do an extended stream of Elden Ring because that would ruin my chances of winning the tournament. That's why I'm also not doing Elder Scrolls Online or any of the other stuff. Like, I owe Elden Ring something, because Elden Ring is an amazing game. Really amazing. Like, it's truly worth a lot to me, Elden Ring, so that's why I was involved with that game kind of heavily. Okay, so we're gonna forge some gear. Okay, not terrible. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we're going to be forging. It's not wonderful, but it is what it is. Like, I have to start forging stuff. It's not pretty, but also we've got to start investing in Great Hall. Because right now, if we don't start investing in Great Hall, we are doomed. Yeah, we're like to call doomed if I don't. I'm hatching mystery shards repeatedly. I did get an apothecary earlier in mystery shards, my other account, but mystery shards, you can get rares out of them, but the rares are actually rare in those. You have to hatch an obscene amount of these shards to get anywhere. Might as well start buying these up and start equipping our Mordecai. Because I'm not going to show I'm sparing you a lot of the work that goes on behind the scenes. Because trust me, during a clan tournament, I am doing a lot of behind the scenes work that you don't see. I'm farming a lot of food. Like a lot of food. And you guys haven't seen most of that food farming. I've spared you it, but you're going to see some of it now. That's the truth. Because, like, you haven't seen all of it. Because it takes a lot of grinding to get champs to 60, to 6-star, to get their gear, their ascensions, all of that nice stuff. It takes a lot. So always remember that. It takes a lot out of my day every time there's a clan tournament. The majority of what I'm doing in a day for like 12 hours, maybe even more straight, is clan tournament stuff. So that's the nature of this tournament. It's a very exhausting tournament. It's very, very competitive. This is probably the best set I've made in a while on this account, but again, this account is going to have some problems, obviously, because its faction tournaments are meta bad, so generally speaking, we are going to have some problems. Generally speaking. Not including the fact that 500 gems on this account is a massive blow to try to get the gem mine to max. Yeah, it's a massive blow for this account. Because this account is yet to get to the point where it has a lot of stuff on it. But yes, I do have to gear up to roll up pieces of gear for this character. I may have to roll other pieces up even more than this. More than 12. Like, well, we're rolling this up more than 12, but we gotta... yeah, I'm just gonna go in a full perception set. For obvious reasons. Because my... Let's be honest, my accuracy gear is garbage. By and large. By and large, my accuracy gear is trash. I may equip him in more of it, but for now, yeah, my accuracy is bad. I And so is most of my gear. It's just straight up bad. So most of it has to just go in the bin. I'm just going to have to filter for accuracy. Because at this point, this isn't good enough. We'll do this for now, just to try to copium until I can get better accuracy stuff. Because right now our accuracy is flippin' heck bad. Like, flippin' heck bad. So I mean, I'm just going to go with this accuracy piece until I can find a better accuracy piece. Because accuracy is king. Because I've got to try to focus on trying to build one champ for now. And this account has progression needs, if you will. Are these progression needs easy? Hell no, they aren't. Hell no. You have not seen what I've been doing all day, which is mostly this game. Grinding food and stuff. And Minotaur. Grinding disgusting amounts of Minotaur. In fact, I will be showing the results of grinding disgusting amounts of Minotaur. I will show that soon enough. Because I do want to show the scrolls that I got from grinding disgusting amounts of Minotaur. I'm mainly grinding this up as like a faction war piece, as a temporary piece, to try to give them as much accuracy as I possibly can. The problem is we really can't do very high dungeons yet, which drastically reduces the type of gear I can expect to get. I'm going defense percent, although making him tankier will mean he doesn't land the burns because he's got no accuracy. Which, sucks. How long is it going to take to upgrade this dang piece, man? Like, dear Lord. I am going to have to forge a bunch of pieces on my other accounts as well to try to boost my scores. Thank Lord. Dear Lord, that took a while. Okay, at least that gave us some much needed power. Unfortunately, today is the day where I have to use up a lot of resources just because it is clan tournament night. And if I don't start the chain reaction, we aren't going to get anywhere. So we're going to get him to 50 if we can. I do need a lot of silver to get Mordecai where I need him. Because the problem is, if I don't get Mordecai to a certain point, he's not useful. But the second I get him to that point, he's going to make a lot of gains in Spider. But he's got to get to that point. He's got to get to that point, and that break point is actually pretty harsh. Because all these accounts need a lot of help. They just do. Because the thing is, it takes a lot of putting your pedal to the metal to really make the enemy clan feel the heat. In terms of getting your accounts to actually work. Because the thing about Clan Wars is that you have to fight from the beginning to the end in order to really make sure that you're doing your best to win. And, I mean, fighting these nice undead horde mobs, dark bolting and acid raining our way through, disintegrating some of them when that's on cooldown. We are going to try to book out Mordecai, specifically his A3 preference, because that's going to reduce its cooldown, which is what we want the most. One shot's nice. Let's keep it going, because I don't have a lot of time. Time is not on my side. Whenever I'm in a tournament like this, time is not on my side. Now, I could just spam Brimstone Pass constantly, but that does not make good for good content. Nor does that make for a realistic run of campaign, so we're not doing either of those things. Alright, so we're gonna do a tag arena. We gotta check. Good. So yeah, tag arena is a big use of points. There's my 60 blind seer is pretty good. I gotta go check my other accounts, because they do need help. And I will show their teams that are getting their scrolls. I'm just going to leave it there. Gonna do some arena. I mean, I could do arena, but yeah, I'll do an arena set. And then we got to go immediately back to hammering. Immediately back to hammering more content. Because wait, I didn't get any legendaries, so we are short. We are desperately short on points because of that. Like, I would be in a much better position if I had managed to hatch legendaries. Because legendaries are such a boon in points. Like, seriously. Such a boon. That if you don't get legendaries, you're really in a bad situation, you know? You really are. It's part of the problem. I'll do that for now. I don't like doing this because I want better artifacts, but until we start to get to higher spider, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Because I want to prove that I've been putting effort in. That's the problem. I want to prove that I've been putting effort in before anyone gets any ideas that I haven't been. Because, okay, first we're going to start with, no, not that one, this one. We're going to start with showing my scrolls. We're also going to be dumping points into, Great Hall. Because again, I have to do that. My accounts are behind. We got some Cleopteryx fragments. Where are we at with that? I really want a legendary or something good. Of course, it's some crappy ass rare. Cool. Cool beans. Okay, so in terms of scrolls, I've been farming the living hell out of Minotaur. Now I'll first start with the one you want to hear about, which is I have been farming the living hell out of scrolls for Taragi. I got him his War Master. I got Ninja his War Master, but nobody wants to hear about that because all the new players can't get him, so we're not even going to showcase it. Drex needs more scrolls before we can even attempt that. So yeah. And we are going to do some tag because I don't want to be caught without that. Yes, there's Ninja in there. You don't need him, but I just have him there. You don't need him. He's nice to have, especially for faction wars, but you don't need him. I want to emphasize that before everyone gets pissed off. Because I know everyone's going to get pissed that I have an account with Ninja. I just happened to make this account in the Ninja era. And that's how it came about. That is how it came about. Now, Magnar, you can get him, but he's a great champ. Never underestimate Magnar. Especially if you're a newer player and you have Magnar, use him. I swear to God, use him. Because he is a big deal. Magnar. And he will help you progress in most content. Yes, he will. Make sure to kill that Rector Drath. I'm taking no chances with that. That percussive pound on him. Get that ancient. Get the ancient. I really want to try for a legendary because I want to give them an idea that I'm not messing around. We got an epic! Who is it? It's a dope Sachi. Really? Really, game? Weedy. 9.5. That's outrageous amount. Okay, yeah. So, this account, I haven't been as hot and heavy on the food, but I have been raising some. As you can see here, I have been raising some. We do have a rank 5 food, but again, I'm going to have to do more of that. I'm not raising a second Sachi straight away because I have more important champs to raise. But yeah. It's annoying to get dupes. It really is. But yeah, I'm going to be raising... I'm going to be raising some new champs. Now, I was showing some Minotaur. In case you guys didn't think I was hitting the Minotaur, I was. So this is who I was running. I'll show you them on auto first, because this is my typical run through. And I'll also try to show them in Clan Boss if I can, the difference of having War Master. I also have to probably re-gear Taragi, because I need him to basically never die. That's like his big thing. He has to just basically never die. Ninja I only did because, I mean, for a while it was acceptable to use him in advanced content. Now I don't like him anymore, but I still use him off screen mostly for certain teams. His biggest uses are Dragon's Lair, Clan Boss, and Advanced Doom Tower content. It does not mean that you cannot use substitutes. Okay? He is not irreplaceable on that regard, but if you're not if you don't have veteran account, see, my third account cannot get Ninja ever. Ever. It's permanently locked out of Ninja. It can get almost every other champ except Ninja and Simple. Those guys are permanently gone, at least for the foreseeable future. I had a third account with Ninja, but there was some... Now we could take this off auto and show it on manual. This is what I've been doing. A lot of on repeat. Two times should give you enough of an idea. Ally Protect is extremely powerful. An ability. Taragi remains a really useful champion. He's not as good as a Man-Eater, but he's still decent. Man-Eater is usually more useful because Unkillable buff tends to work in more situations. Although there are situations where Ally Protect is more useful than Unkillable buff. Because there are some champions that ignore Unkillable buff. So it's situational. My other account has almost nothing for Shadowkin. No Taragi or Ninja, but it has a chance of Taragi in the future. Maybe. But it has no chance of... But yeah, I'm still trying to complete Ninja Scrolls because I did not do that on this account. I did not. And it became harder and harder to do so after a certain point. 'Cause there's the bitter thing about developing accounts. Eventually, the cost of developing accounts gets very high. There was me advising my clan. Got 16 on that. Forge objectives. Well, you know how we're going to have to do that, right? We're going to have to start forging gear. Generally, we're going to want to forge the higher rarities. We're going to want to disintegrate more food. Because I do have to do a lot of forge stuff. I haven't been doing enough with the forge. So, yeah. Because actually, I have been making a lot of food of champs. I have been farming it over time. We're going to be condensing down these ones. Melting them down. Gotta do more arena. Because here's the thing. All of these champs will go into bigger champs. And that's a fact. Nothing big. Who are we trying to build in this account? Well, there's Visix for one thing. And there's Husk for another. Visix and Husk are actually incredibly powerful for a lot of advanced content. So that's why I'm going to be upgrading Visix and Husk. What are we going to invest in? I'd say resistance if we can. Or accuracy. So yeah, it'll help boost our points. Let's try to get that to 20k. Um, yeah, let's begin. Who or where do I need to farm the most? That's going to be the big question. Let's just start with here and move up. Because I've got to make the next rank 5 food, because the next rank 6 has got to be crowned. And that's the problem. I have to keep crowning rank 6s. Husk is highly useful. Alright, so we're going to go complete this. Area of campaign. We won't start from the beginning of it until I can get good old Husk to 50. Because yes, I have to get Husk to 50 because that's where we get him to 6-star. And that's where I'm going to be able to make massive progress. Because I need to get these characters up to par. Her to 60. And him to level 50 if I can. So we'll do this, and then we'll show the last set of Minotaur stuff. Hopefully I can get some more War Masters done. Because War Master is an incredibly valuable thing. I have a bad feeling that my Husk doesn't have enough accuracy. Because his job is to provoke as much as humanly possible. I also need some potions. Man, there's a lot. There is a lot that I need. Like, the problem is getting Husk to tier 6 is going to take the majority of tonight to do. So that's part of the problem. And then I have to try to ascend Visix, which is going to be almost as much of a nightmare because I have to grind out that one keep, and it's not going to do really a lot of points, but I need it to try to get her to ascend to get the provoke. And then we're going to do Doom Tower soon, but I want to try to get a 6-star for each account, even if I have to grind it off screen, because I need a lot of champ points, and I also need to do a lot of... See how much damage Tusk does? This is why I need to help Husk. This is why. And she's the turn meter reduction, which is great for Spider. Like, that ability alone, great for Spider. In fact, I probably should help my Visix on my other account as well. Because of that. Because maybe, just maybe, she would be good for Spider. You know? Good enough to get me through Spider 20. Because I need someone to get me through Spider 20. Okay, we got to 20k here. I'm going to be going to the other one. Is yes, I'm on the rampage. Because it takes so much effort to actually get all these points done. It really does. It doesn't look it, but I've been doing this all day. I just got around to trying to get enough food for this to go. Jar egg is going to be a big thing. Can we get a legendary? Of course we don't. Of course not. Because why not? Why the heck not? More rares. Now, the 6-star on here is kind of murky. Actually, it's not really. Ultimate Galek. Why? Why Ultimate Galek? Very simple. The reason Ultimate Galek is in this equation goes like this. Well, first things first, we've got to start clearing out some of the excessive rares. And the rares I don't need. Because I've got to start... Because some of these accounts have a lot of clutter on them. Like, a lot. So, I need to start paring that clutter down a notch. Because there's way too much of it. I already have him. Trying to pare down. That's what ends up happening when I level, like when an account gets to a certain point, there comes this time where the clutter is intense. Now that doesn't mean that we're not going to be doing a fusion, because we are, because I've got to try to complete the Relickeeper fusion. Which means I have to start ascending Eris. Because she has to get to 40 for the fusion to work. Let's check out the fusion requirements. Oh, wait. No, I screwed up. We only needed to do one of these. Okay, well, that's a shortcut. I mean, we can still use her for clan boss and stuff. I just need to get a Justiciar to help him. Help up a Justiciar. Okay, that's not as bad. But I still... Okay, so what I'm going to do to try to speed this process up, we're going to unvault him. And then we're going to get him where I need him. Because I don't need a second Justiciar. I don't. I don't need him. Like, if I did need him, I don't need a second one. I just don't. And I can fuse another one anyway for... yeah, we'll fuse a second one. Whatever. We don't need more. Like, I have too many of that. Go for that. Ascend. 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 And ascend. And then from there... So I want to get this Relickeeper mission done. But I still have to do more than that. Okay, that's the Justiciar done. What do we got for Grey Hall? Can we upgrade any of these? Of course not. Okay, that's one. I'm getting upgrades on here. 500 tournament points apiece. I'll show you who's in the Minotaur for this one. Alright, so... what do we got left for the fusion? Because yes, I am doing the fusion. Okay, we have to upgrade him. Mr. Executioner here. Who do I not need? That's sometimes a tough question. Let's just upgrade some food that I know I don't need before I start killing things that I might need. Like this guy. We don't need this man, and I already fused Broadmoss, so we don't need him. On this account, anyway. I know for a fact. So we're just gonna get... because Incubus is only useful for food. He's not useful for anything else. We have 100% confirmed that over time. Rank him up. Ascend him once. Ascend him twice. Ascend him thrice. Ascend him 4 times. Ascend him like that. Okay. So we have one in the vault that we don't need. We'll extract him. I will be building one out at some point for Bommel, because you know, Bommel, the disgusting boss that he is. I will be farming out stuff for him. So, generally speaking, if there's a time when I want to use elixirs to get points, burst points, that time has finally come. We don't need these. We don't need them. Alright. Ascend. 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 And ascend. And give him a bunch of potions. And then we're going to have to farm some more. Boom shakalaka. Alright. So we got 3. We just need to do 1 more. But I'm going to have to farm it out. I'm going to have to ascend her and farm it out. It's the grim reality of it. Because actually I'm going to get her to rank 4 to make this more spicy. Because we got to keep it spicy. I'm going to crack a 10 pole. Nothing good. More stuff that isn't good. But what's new? Now for the finale. Messing with Minotaur again. This is my current Minotaur squad. So how is Taragi getting on with scrolls? Not very well. He needs more scrolls. Mordecai's doing even worse. Same with Vogoth. And him. Yeah, they're not doing very well on the scroll front, so... Yeah, no. We're going to be doing that. Because I've done enough leveling of champs. As you can see, at least for a video. I will be doing more off screen. Funny that. Because the reason I'm going to be doing more off screen is because I need to make Galek 6-star. I need to crown another 6-star. It's that simple. I need to crown one. I need to crown one for each account. Each account needs a 6-star. Every single one needs a 6-star. Plus a massive amount of Minotaur. It's necessary. Because it's going to be the only way that I'm going to win this tournament. Or even come close to doing a good job. Because I am not like the other previous people. I work hard on Clan Tournament. I take it seriously. Everyone who knows me knows that I take clan tournaments seriously, and I work very, very hard to make it happen. And I'm going to continue to work hard for the next couple of days. I have to go do more forge stuff as well. It just so happens there's the forge pass thing going on. Woo. The forge pass. The snore pass. The pay to win pass. Yeah, it doesn't really help me. And yet despite that, I have to go do forge stuff. Because it's the 2x. That's why I'm going to do it. Not because it's a good thing, but because it's the 2x. And if it's the 2x and it's clan tournament, you be bet my bottom dollar I'm going to be doing it. You bet my bottom dollar. Now, this fight is a little slow, but most of these are not champs for Minotaur. They're champs for other content. Mordecai's for Spider. He's for Dragon's Lair. The Occult Brawler. Vogoth's for Protection and Clan Boss. Taragi is for Protection. And again, Clan Boss. At least they're taking some damage. I mean, I will be doing Elder Scrolls Online just as a break after the tournament. The tournament takes precedence over everything else. Now, I would show more Minotaur, but I think you get the idea from just one Minotaur. So we're going to do some more Forge. And then I'm going to grind this off screen. Because I don't think you really want to watch me grind scrolls on Minotaur ad nauseum. In one episode at least. And if I do, I have to try to dedicate that episode to it. And I'm not going to do that much of it. Because again, it is dull. Minotaur gets very, very repetitive. It just does. Do this like 50, 60, 70 times and you'll get the idea. Like, I don't think I want to do that, but that should. Okay. Let's try crafting an instinct set, shall we? Of course it is. Ooh, a legendary weapon. I'll take that. Flat stat boots my butt. Okay. Not terrible. And in the next episode, we're going to be continuing on the madness that is the Clan Wars. I will see you all then.